Guys, the renovation is finished.
Yes.
In this episode, we're going to show you the last couple of days of the final touches going in. This episode, we're also going to give you a little sneak peek walkthrough. And if you want to see the full walkthrough with all of Mary Kate's comments on the design choices and kind of her thoughts on organization and everything, you go back and watch episode 29. Got a whole great video there with the full walkthrough.
Yep. And we also have it saved to our highlights on Instagram if you just want to check it over there too.
For sure. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to show you the last couple of days, finish up the work, and then we'll have a quick walkthrough tour, and then we're going to come back and kind of go through some do's and don'ts. We did this, it was our first one ever. I don't know if it'll be our last, but we have some thoughts on how you could make it better and maybe some things to avoid. So stick around for the last couple of days, and then we'll be back with our do's and don'ts. All right, everyone. Day 37 update. We are actually in the camper still. Big changes today. We're going to walk around and show you. In the bunk room, we made progress trimming everything out. So getting the trim around what's going to be the closet and the dresser and the storage areas under the bed and the beds themselves. So everything's trimmed and primed. So in that room, we still just, I think, have to do paint and window coverings and then put the mattresses in, and that room is coming along. Mm-hmm. In this main room, big change today is the couch, the table and chairs, and I think the window coverings were all done yesterday, or did we finish them?
We finished them today.
Finished up the window coverings in here today. And then in the front bedroom, we started to install the shelf, and we also worked on, we got the window coverings up there as well.
Yep.
So that, and then in the bathroom, we got the cabinet door back on. So the bathroom, we just have to hang things like towel bars and stuff. Right. So really, we are making good progress today. Day 37 was a good day. Okay, everyone, day 38 update, end of the day here. The bunk room is really done, pretty much done. The beds are made up. You can see that the kids have put in their comforters and pillows and everything. The closet, the chest of drawers, the storage underneath, the closet trim is all done and everything's painted in here. We're gonna get, still to come in tomorrow, we got like a curtain to go across that. The roller shade window coverings are up in here. The beds are made up and ready. The mattresses, the kids are all set. They've got their lights like for night reading, and everything's painted, trim, everything is all painted. Bathroom. First thing in the bathroom, of course, the door is up. So that design that Mary Kate created came out beautifully, and we will take a look inside. The door is up and installed, and let's get the light in there. And the bathroom is also quite finished. We've got the towel rack is up, installed, the mirror is in place, the toilet paper holders are in, the other towel rack. Of course, the shower curtains up. Everything's really done in the bathroom, so that's great. Feels good. We've got a soap display or a soap dispenser holder that we're just waiting for the adhesive to dry. But everything's done in here, trimmed up. There was some little bit of paint that we did. That's all done as well. So bathroom done. In the main area, not too much changed in the main area. I think we were pretty much done. We just did some touch-up paint. You may see that Mary Kate has started to put some of her decor in. The TV went up. That's been mounted. Then we go into the master bedroom. Oh yeah, so we did put the trim over the main door as well in the main area. In the master, you'll see right away the draperies are up, or curtains, I guess. We're still finishing up the shelf. We put in the headboard and the footboard, ready for the bed, curtains, and TV. So again, a pretty big day here. We're really, we see the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. We're feeling like we're getting there. So it feels good. Day 39 wrapping up. Big progress today. The master bedroom, we obviously got the bed, the base finished up, and we got the mattress installed, as well as the shelf. We finished up the shelf. We've even got a few decorations coming in now. The bedding is in. So a lot of progress here. The TV is mounted and ready to rock. And then the door was installed, although I still have to finish that up a little bit. But we got the curtains for the kids' closet, it's their closet. So that room is also complete today, day 39. The last thing we worked on today was like a mantle. This is in the entertainment center in the living room. What the mantle does is it just covers up all the cords and the radio, and it just makes for a cleaner look here on the entertainment center. So that got in as well. And that's pretty much it for day 39. Hey everyone, day 40 update. We are really wrapping things up here. As far as projects today, we worked to attach the brackets that are going to hold a couple of reading lamps or nighttime lamps. We put the hardware on the door here, so the door is finished. This is in the bedroom. And then Mary Kate's been doing a lot of the decorating, finishing touches really. So that's where we are. And then the only other thing we really did is we put the, we kind of harnessed the couch into place so it won't slide around in transit. So good day today, but folks, day 40 looks like probably the last and big day of work here on the project. So it's been a great run, and we'll recap the whole thing for you in a minute. Okay, so just some of the numbers. The renovation, we did the renovation in 40 working days. Now that was over about 60 or 65 total days, but we didn't work every day.
No.
So, we have life, we have school, work,
right.
Other conflicts.
This was not our full-time job.
No, definitely not. So we actually worked on the project for 40 days, and we spent a total of 175 hours working on the project in that 40 days, or about 4.5 hours a day.
Yeah.
So you guys can do the math. If you wanted to do a project like this, if you were going to work full-time on it, part-time, just weekends only, we just wanted to give you an idea of how much time it took us.
Right.
So you might know how much time to set aside.
And to be fair, we're not, this was our first RV renovation, but we're not at all newbies we've renovated an entire house ourselves, and
kitchens, painting.
Yeah. So, and while people say it's totally different renovating an RV, it's not that different.
Right. I agree. I know we made 21 trips to the Home Depot in those 40 working days. I don't have any idea how many times you had to go online and shop for things.
A lot.
So I'm not counting those hours in that 175
Yeah,
hours.
I think I tried to estimate research. Probably I would add at least another 40 hours of research previous even to the time that we started doing the actual renovation.
So now, as we've finished the project, we want to give you some thoughts on things we would do differently or we would do the same. First off, I'd say we were doing the project sometimes at the storage lot and sometimes at home. And for me, a definite do is do the project at home if you can. Yeah. Our homeowners association doesn't let us keep the camper on site the whole time. So if we were ever going to do this again, I'd want to be living somewhere else. I found that we were much more productive when we were at home, having the camper there, having it hooked up to power, being able to run out and work on it for a little bit and then go maybe do work or do something else.
Right.
I just found that was much more productive.
Far easier. Yeah, far easier. The next would be to, before you even start, YouTube and Instagram are filled with people that have done these things or are in the process of doing them, and everybody has their own little tweaks and has learned things. Learn from other people's mistakes. Do your research. Watch a lot of YouTube, which is what we did, and I went on Instagram and I followed a bunch of people who are happy to share their experience and their information and everything, and that made all the difference and it makes you more confident.
Yeah, for sure. You get the idea, hey, people are doing this, I can do it.
Yeah.
And then I think the next thing is really figure out what's the best use of your time and money, and make choices like that. So I know Mary Kate went and bought a $40 inspiration guide, design guide.
With all the links to, for all the decor and paint and stain colors.
Yeah, and probably saved you hours of going to research that yourself, right?
Yeah, I mean, I probably would have come to some of the same conclusions and purchases, but I didn't actually have to do all the footwork. It was definitely worth the $40 to do that.
And then some other areas that we talk about where we spent a little money instead of time. The dressers, I was going to build them myself. Right. In the end, we found some pretty good dressers at IKEA that did the job for us and saved me. Probably would have added days onto the project if I had done those myself.
And really weren't much more expensive than just buying the lumber and materials. Yeah. The next would be just be flexible with your ideas. Supply chain affected some of our choices. It just wasn't available. That would have stalled the project, and we ended up liking the choices that we made better. Things like Kyle saying, we're running out of time and we need to get this done. And so we made those choices to speed up by doing other things. Paint color doesn't work, then try something else, or, just try to remain flexible.
Absolutely. And then I think a big one for us is setting a deadline so that this project won't just drag on forever. We said, okay, we're starting it now, and we had a plan. We're doing a big trip. We knew, about 90 days later, we're going on a big trip. So we had 90 days to get the project done. We actually got it done in about 60 or 65, but that deadline really helped us because we knew we once you started tearing the camper apart, you can't live in it anymore. You can't travel in it anymore. So we wanted to have a deadline so we knew, okay, let's get it. It's going to take it out of commission for a period of time. Right. Work on it. That'll be our priority. We're not going to take on any other projects around the house except things that needed to get fixed, but no big projects at home.
Right.
We're going to go, this is going to be the focus, and we're going to get it done.
Yeah. And then this kind of a little bit refers back to the first point, but spend a few hours total, not just in one sitting, looking at YouTube and Instagram at other people's remodels. And also what helped us a lot was going to the RV show and seeing what they had done in new ones, because the manufacturers do occasionally listen. And so it's neat to see how they had changed things up. And that gave us a lot of ideas, because I'm a visual person and I need to be able to see what the finished product looks like before I understand. And that really, really, it energized me, but it also helped me make a lot of my design choices.
And then I think another point we both thought of was, don't buy a camper and renovate it right away, maybe, but take the camper out and go live in it, go camp in it. We have owned the camper probably about 1.5 years before we started the renovation. So we knew what worked for us and we knew it didn't. And then, like the ideas we saw of things at RV shows or on Instagram, just lots of inspiration. So for us, we knew we wanted certain things because they weren't working for us the way the camper was.
Right. And then to add on to that, so once you know that, start writing down, this is what we absolutely need to have. We knew our priorities were we needed more countertop space, we needed better organization, and we needed to be able to make the bunk room situation better for kids who are now adult sized. And then after that, we did okay, now these are not must-haves, but we would really like to have them. And then we started eliminating, do we really need this cabinet in this bedroom? Those kind of things. Is this really not necessary? And then how does that change what we're doing? Does it give us something somewhere else?
Right.
So write those things down, even as you're camping in your existing camper or you're thinking about it. How do you live your life in that camper? And write down what's essential to you.
So I think that's it for all the do's that we thought of. And now we'll talk about some of the things we'd say, don't do this, right? Maybe try to do it differently next time.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I think the first one is we did our work in summer, and if I had it to do over again, I probably would pick fall or winter instead. Working in the camper, even when it was at home and plugged in with the AC going, it was hot and uncomfortable. It would be easier to do this kind of work in the fall or the winter. And
it would be nice to have the camper usable throughout a summer.
Yeah.
The next would be don't try to do all of your planning and your research without outside help. And that could be actually talking to other people, or like I said, just doing your research. Don't just try to wing it and figure I can just do this on my own. Go and look, and other people have done the research, so go, use that as your jumping off point.
Yeah, for sure. And then I think the last one is especially with that Instagram and YouTube, we did all that research. Just don't listen to the negative. Don't listen to the haters.
Whether it's people, that in real life that are, don't think that this is smart, or you think you can't do it or you ruin it, or even some of the designers who, let's be honest, they make money off of this and they want to be able to renovate for you, not have you do it on your own. They'll maybe put a little bit of fear in you. You know what? Just try it. There's generally not a mistake that you make that's so large that can't be fixed quite reasonably and quickly.
And then as just a couple of, non-professional RV renovator, did it ourselves for our own, I just would close by saying I think we had a fun time doing the project.
Yeah.
We are really happy with the result. We like taking something we thought was kind of ugly, made it a lot prettier. We've gone out in it now, and we'll have more videos coming where we've gone out in it and we really find it much more livable, much more pleasant to be in it.
Yeah, the organization that we put into it, it has made our time together even better.
Yeah.
And it makes the kids and us want to spend more time out there doing the things we want to do and seeing the things we want to see.
All right, so thanks again for watching this video. Again, if you want to see the full walkthrough, go check out episode 29. And then between episode 29 and this one, we got lots of episodes just walking through individual steps in the process, so you'll want to check those out.
Yeah.
And finally, be sure to come back next week where we hit the road for our first kind of post-construction shakedown trip, testing everything out, making sure it was okay. So come back next week and see that. And as always, if you found this video helpful, please consider hitting that subscribe button or give us a like, and definitely give us comments. We love the feedback.
Yeah, we'd love to hear what you think.
Thanks, everyone.
My own web show. My own web show. Everybody wanna know. my own web show. My own web show. My own web show. How will it go? My own web show. My own web show. My own web